On April 1st, as almost everyone knows, it's April Fool's Day. Pulling pranks might be fun, but those on the receiving end usually don't feel so great. Few people are aware that this day is also International Bird Loving Day. Initiated by the World Convention for the Protection of Beneficial Birds on March 19, 1902, this festival aims to spread knowledge about loving birds and raise people's awareness of bird protection. Birds, covered in feathers, are everywhere. Maybe there's a group of them gathering in the tree outside your window, or perhaps there's a flightless, when alive, winged member of theirs on your plate. Frying or roasting can really bring out their delicious aroma. The sharp-beaked one, the chicken, is one of the world's most popular meats. And the flat-beaked duck is the main ingredient of Peking duck, one of China's most famous dishes. Their eggs are also an excellent food source. A laying hen can produce up to 300 eggs a year, which is about 10 times its own weight. They're nutritious, tasty, and highly productive. Whether it's the currently popular Chinese steamed eggs online or various Western cream cakes, they all rely on these semi-finished products from these little fellows, a bit cruel, perhaps. Of course, Bird Loving Day isn't about loving to eat birds. No matter how much you like them in a burger or in a gooey sauce, I should tell you about the origin of these dinosaurs. Yes, birds are the only surviving descendants of dinosaurs. This theory has been confirmed by fossil evidence, molecular biology, and paleogenomics. Archaeopteryx, discovered in 1861, had features of both dinosaurs, teeth, tail vertebrae, and birds, feathers, wishbone, making it a symbol of a transitional species. Feathered dinosaur fossils like Microraptor, for winged gliding, and Sinosauropteryx, with fiber-like feathers, unearthed from China's Jehol biota prove that feathers were first used for insulation or display, not for flight. So does that mean chickens are more senior than eagles? Anyway, over the long years, they evolved into the toothless, winged finger-fused ancestors of modern birds. After dinosaurs went extinct 66 million years ago, modern birds quickly adapted to diverse ecological niches. Their beaks became specialized, like the hooked beaks of raptors or the straw-like beaks of hummingbirds, and their air sac systems were optimized for high-altitude flight. They evolved into over 10,000 species within 10 million years, becoming a model of biological radiation evolution. So, what's the significance of these noisy little guys, literally like living alarm clocks, for the ecological environment? It's mainly reflected in the following aspects. Ecological balance. Pest control. Many birds are natural pest-catching experts. For example, among insect-eating birds, there are woodpeckers and hoopoe birds. They can prey on a large number of pests, playing a crucial role in controlling pest populations and protecting crops and forests from pest attacks. For instance, a flock of 1,000 common starlings can eliminate 20 tons of locusts during the breeding period. A swallow can eat 500,000 to 1 million mosquitoes, flies, and aphids in a summer, greatly reducing the harm of pests to the ecosystem and agricultural production. Plant reproduction. Some birds are important plant pollinators. When they feed on nectar or fruits, pollen sticks to them, helping plants complete the pollination process and promoting plant reproduction and population growth. Additionally, some birds help with seed dispersal by eating fruits or seeds and excreting them elsewhere, which is of great significance for plant distribution and ecosystem stability. Biodiversity. Species richness. Birds are one of the most diverse animal groups on Earth. Their existence itself is an important part of biodiversity. Different species of birds have their own unique ecological niches and living habits, adding to the complexity and diversity of the ecosystem. Food chain connection. Birds occupy a specific position in the food chain, being interdependent and mutually restrictive with other organisms. Their survival status affects the population size and distribution of other organisms, and they are also influenced by other organisms. Protecting birds helps maintain the stability and balance of the entire food chain, thus safeguarding biodiversity. Environmental indication. Ecological environment monitoring. Birds are very sensitive to environmental changes. Their survival status can reflect the quality and changes of the ecological environment. For example, if the number of birds in an area decreases or certain bird species disappear, it may indicate that there are problems in the ecological environment of that area, such as environmental pollution or habitat destruction. Therefore, by observing and studying birds, we can detect problems in the ecological environment in a timely manner and take corresponding protective measures. Climate change response, birds' migration, breeding, and other behaviors are closely related to climate change. Their behavioral changes can serve as important indicators of climate change, helping scientists understand the impact of climate change on organisms and providing a scientific basis for dealing with climate change. Cultural and spiritual aspects. Cultural heritage. Birds have always played an important role in human cultural history. They appear in many cultures and legends. For example, in Chinese culture, the red-crowned crane is regarded as a symbol of longevity and good luck. In Western culture, the dove is seen as a symbol of peace. Protecting birds helps inherit and promote these cultural traditions, enhancing people's cultural identity and sense of belonging. For us humans, the beautiful appearance, sweet songs, and lively postures of birds bring us aesthetic enjoyment and spiritual pleasure. Bird watching has become a popular leisure activity. People can relax by observing the behaviors and living habits of birds, experiencing the magic and beauty of nature, and thus improving their spiritual quality of life. On April 1st, International Bird Loving Day, how can we show our love for birds? Practice bird-loving acts and convey warmth in small ways. Don't damage, leave a habitat. When passing by tree holes or bird nests under the eaves, walk softly and avoid disturbing them. Don't take bird eggs or catch nestlings, allowing birds to breed in peace. Hang artificial bird nests on the balcony or in the courtyard, avoid using metal hooks, and place a shallow water basin, with a water depth of no more than 5 centimeters, to provide a resting place for passing birds. Don't harm, refuse to be an invisible killer. Refuse to buy wild, caught bird pets, except for legally domesticated parrots, etc. Don't participate in illegal activities like bird shooting or bird catching. Clean up abandoned fishing nets, wires, and plastic ropes outdoors to prevent birds from getting entangled and injured. Use pesticides with caution to protect their food sources. Coexist, be a civilized bird watcher. Keep a distance of over 10 meters when bird watching. Don't use bird call recordings to attract birds. Don't chase or feed raptors, water birds, etc. Human food may cause them to be malnourished. Turn off the camera flash when recording the beautiful moments of birds to avoid disturbing parent birds during the incubation period. Appeal to society, build a beautiful home for humans and birds to coexist. Retain native vegetation in the park or community. Reduce light pollution, turn off high-rise building spotlights at night to prevent migratory birds from hitting the glass. Support eco-friendly agriculture and promote models like raising ducks in paddy fields and keeping birds in orchards. Governments and institutions, strengthen the protection of key habitats such as wetlands and forests. Crack down severely on illegal hunting and trading of birds. Incorporate bird-loving education into primary and secondary school curriculums, enabling children to become little bird protectors from an early age. Each of you, forwarding a piece of bird-loving science popularization or reporting a bird-catching behavior is a sign of respect for life. Remember, loving birds isn't a one-day thing, it's a 365-day commitment. Finally, taking action right now is the best promise. When we look up and see sparrows jumping on the power lines or hear cuckoos singing in the wheat fields, don't forget they share the same sky and land with us. Let's start from Bird Loving Day, integrate our love for birds into our daily lives, and make the vision of no cages in the sky, wings always free come true.